When I talk to people about Barack Obama, those that don't know much about him will say that they don't think he could win the election or that he hasn't got enough experience. So I thought I'd make this video to talk about some of those things. Senator Obama does have 10 years of experience. That's 8 in the state Senate and 2 in the U.S. Senate. When he was in the state Senate, he sponsored 780 bills, and 280 of those were signed into law. His first year as a U.S. Senator, he held 39 town hall meetings around his state. He sponsored 152 bills and co-sponsored 427 more. He majored in international relations, and at one point he taught constitutional law. Now, I think a familiarity with the Constitution would be a really good quality for a president. I think there's something in the swearing in where they talk about upholding the Constitution. Part of what plays into his electability is how he went about a lot of that legislating. He was not afraid to cross the aisle or to listen to everyone and pay respect to everyone's concerns and find good solutions for a lot of problems. And sometimes he was able to even pass things unanimously. So if we look at that track record and how that plays to the public, now we got to bear in mind that right now George Bush has got a 30% approval rating. 50% voted him in, 30% approve of him. So that means there's 20% out there who voted for George Bush but don't like him anymore. And those people are looking for some leadership, and they might not be able to find it within their traditional Republican Party. And I know this for a fact because when I've gone around to Obama supporter meetings, a lot of them are being chaired disillusioned Republicans, independents, people who hate politics, and people who voted for Ross Perot in 1992. So it's not just the Democrats that are coming out for Barack Obama. And you do need more than just your party's base if you want to win the election. And that's where there's a bit of a problem posed with Barack Obama's competitor. Hillary Clinton has a 48% unfavorable rating, which means that just about everybody who even feels a little bit positive for her would have to vote for her in order for her to win the White House. Whereas Barack Obama, much lower unfavorable rating. Hillary Clinton, 17% of Democrats polled were unfavorable. And this is, this is a Zogby poll, ABC, WP poll. So this is not out of some little fringe website. Let's look at how the fundraising has been going. We can see how the support has been coming out. In the first quarter, Hillary raised $26 million, Obama raised $25.7 million, but a lot of Hillary's money was people prepaying for the general election, and she can only spend that money if she does, in fact, get the nomination. Whereas Barack Obama's money was almost entirely from people who were paying into the primary. And the quarter two, well, he raised $10 million more than she did for the primary. I mean, she raised about the same amount of money, but again, shaking some of her supporters upside down for every last penny. She can't go back to them. And Barack Obama raised $32.5 million, breaking a lot of records. That's about as much as anyone's ever raised for anything. But the most important thing about the fundraising isn't the money; it's how many people. Hillary Clinton had about 50,000 donors, and Obama had 104,000 donors for the first quarter. But now Barack Obama's up to 258,000 donors. That's record-breaking. That's unprecedented, and that's because he's got a message. It's not just that he's good at giving speeches. His message is, hey, let's get back to what we have in common. Let's get organized on the things that all Americans share. And he's going to be able to do that.